Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Speaker of Parliament, the Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Ministers and Assistant Ministers, the Honorable Leader of Opposition, Honorable Members of Parliament, teachers and students of Nramivi Primary School, Misaya Ndovinak. Honorable Speaker, Fiji's forestry sector continues to play a vital role in our national economy. While logging alone contributes around 0.5% to our GDP, the broader forestry sector through wood processing, manufacturing and other downstream activities is valued at about $140 million or roughly 1.4% of our real GDP. Honorable Speaker, this sector supports exports, jobs, and many industries, especially in our rural areas. Our pine and mahogany plantations remain major contributors to this growth. Honorable Speaker, a significant part of this progress has been driven by years of dedicated research carried out by the Ministry of Forestry and our partners, both here and overseas. Today, Honorable Speaker, I rise to update this House on the Ministry's ongoing research on timber to better understand the properties and potential uses of Fiji's lesser-known species, including some species that are currently considered invasive. Honorable Speaker, many tree species in our forests have been overlooked simply because we have limited scientific information about their strength, durability, and suitable uses. While some landowners may have traditional knowledge about these trees, we needed clear, reliable data to guide the industry. To address this, Honorable Speaker, the Ministry established the Wood and Non-Wood Research and Development Project. The overall goal is to find new timber options that can substitute some of our more valuable native species such as vesi, yaka, dakua, kauhula, and kaundamu. Honorable Speaker, to date, the Ministry has identified 30 lesser-known timber species for detailed study, with research focused mainly in the forest research block at Nakavu village in Namosi. We have completed research on 9 of these species so far, as the like of Ndulewa, Kuluva, Sa, Velau, Mako, Tandalo, Butukana, Dalwodi, and Kauningai. The findings have already proven useful to the commercial timber industry and to small-scale operators such as furniture makers and wood carvers. Honorable Speaker, an article on the research was even published in the Fiji Agricultural Journal in 2014. Although progress on the remaining species was delayed by the impacts of Tropical Cyclone Winston and the COVID-19 pandemic, the Ministry continues to share the available research results with communities and industries to encourage the practical use of these species. Honorable Speaker, in addition to the lesser-known species, we have also prioritized research on white teak, an exotic species that has become well established in the Western Highlands. Working closely with the community of Nalemba village, we collected samples to test the wood strength and durability. Early findings show that white teak is a light hardwood suitable for house construction. This confirms what the villagers have for decades. Some have built homes with white teak frames dating back to the 1980s. To fully understand the durability of the species, Honorable Speaker, samples are now being tested in all 3 of our research trial sites around the country. Honorable Speaker, I also wish to update the House on the research we are undertaking on invasive species, particularly African tulip and acacia. While these species are usually seen as a problem, the Ministry views them as an opportunity. Instead of simply removing them, we are studying how they might be put to good use and contribute to our economy. We have completed wood density tests on acacia and continue to study other important wood properties. We are also working with Long Investment Sawmill in Savusavu to test whether acacia, white teak, and African tulip can be used to produce veneer or plywood. This work will help determine whether these species can be commercially valuable. Honorable Speaker, I also wish to advise the House that the Ministry has begun issuing harvesting licenses for African tulip, specifically for biomass fuel at Nambo Green Energy Limited. In 2024, this facility contributed around 4% of Vitilevu's electricity. With planned improvements, it aims to increase its capacity to 60%. And if it reaches maximum capacity, Honorable Speaker, it could contribute up to 7% annually to the national grid. African tulip, Honorable Speaker, helps fill gaps in biomass supply because it has a lower energy value. It is blended with cardboard waste, hog fuel, and forest subsidies. Honorable Speaker, what this research means to Fiji is simple. We are identifying new sources of timber that can support our industries, provide income for landowners, and reduce waste in our forests. Instead of leaving less popular or invasive species to rot after logging, we can now find ways to use them productively. This approach increases the value of forest resources, supports natural regeneration of desirable native species, boosts timber production per hectare, and strengthens revenue streams for both landowner and the industry. Honorable Speaker, ultimately this work enhances the forestry sector's contribution to the national economy. Honorable Speaker, while we have made significant progress, we must also recognize the challenges we face. Firstly is the need to further build the technical capacity of our staff. High-quality research requires ongoing training, professional development, and exposure to regional and international research institutions to ensure our work meets global standards. Secondly, Honorable Speaker, our research facilities require major upgrades. Our laboratories, machinery, and equipment have served us for many years, but they are no longer adequate for advanced wood property testing. I am pleased to inform the House, Honorable Speaker, that plans are already underway to modernize these facilities and procure new equipment to strengthen our research capabilities. Thirdly, Honorable Speaker, funding has always been a challenge. Wood research requires specialized tools that are often expensive. However, I'm happy to report that this fiscal year, the Research and Development Project has been allocated $225,000. This funding will support continued research on lesser-known species, both native and exotic, as well as important non-wood species such as bamboo, mahogany, rattan, agarwood, and candlenut. Honorable Speaker, as we look ahead, the Ministry will continue to build strong research partnerships with the private sector. These partnerships will help us share research findings more widely, generate new ideas, and encourage future collaborations. With improved research facilities and stronger relationships with the industry, the Ministry will be better positioned to deliver advanced and impactful research that benefits landowners, communities, industries, and the nation as a whole. In closing, Honorable Speaker, I wish to emphasize that quality wood research is essential to the long-term growth and sustainability of Fiji's wood-based industry. It ensures we protect our forests, diversify our timber supply, strengthen our economy, and support rural communities. Honorable Speaker, honorable members, I thank you for your indulgence.